Sick. We're rolling already. Look at this. Danny Palm, the master behind the scenes. Killing it back there. We got sound effects. Dude, we were talking about making like specific sound effects for each fighter. Because on that little board, like you can program a custom sound to be a button. So like what would your sound be?
Definitely like a woof or like a bark from a dog.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. The Hounddog.
Yeah.
I like it. How'd you get that nickname? That's something I definitely want. I didn't expect to get to it this fast, but while we're talking about it.
Yeah, well, I just love dogs. Like, I'm a sucker for dogs. I love my dog like he's my kid. So, I've just always been a dog guy.
Yeah.
And yeah, just it fit with my last name. I like when a nickname starts with the same letter as your last name because it flows well.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
The Hounddog Hogeback
Yeah.
does sound awesome.
Thank you.
And your Instagram name, Hounddog Hoagie, like that's awesome.
Thank you. I
The
appreciate
hoagie.
it. Yeah, the Hounddog Hoagie.
Do you call it a hoagie in Maryland? Is it a hoagie or is it a
I've
sub?
never even heard of that until like people started calling me it as a nickname. They're like, you know, that's a sandwich, right? I'm like,
Oh,
no, I
really?
did not know that.
What did you grow up calling it? Like a sub?
Yeah, just a sub or like a sandwich, like a foot long sub. Or, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Nice. Where'd you go to high school exactly? Frederick?
I went to Brunswick High School in Brunswick, Maryland. It's a little public school in Frederick County.
Gotcha. Okay.
So like here it's a little different because each school has like its own like board of like, you know what I'm saying? It's like its own little entity.
For sure.
But in Frederick County, Maryland, there's like a bunch of high schools within that county that have to like follow the same like guidelines and everything.
Okay. I don't know too much about the school system here, honestly, which is weird because my wife literally works in a public school. But I should probably know this. But yeah, I don't know if it's like that or not here.
Yeah.
Do you know Danny Palm? Do you have school insight? Oh, he's muted.
I do not.
Okay. he has no idea either. So chime in the comments, people, if you're a school expert. But what brought you to Pittsburgh? Like, where do you live right now? Let's start with that. I have no idea where you live. Are
I
you
live
in Maryland?
no, I live in Moon. So I live
Okay.
in Moon right by the airport. And what brought me up here is I met my girlfriend in college, and she is from Elizabeth. So
Okay.
and I graduated first, moved back to Maryland, and
But Danny Palm just fell.
I graduated first, moved back to Maryland while she was still in college, worked, and eventually we decided like, you know, we should just move to Pittsburgh because she has a good job. I was just fighting, like kind of working like odd jobs or like jobs that really weren't like careers yet.
Sure.
So it just made more sense to move here. And then we've talked about like moving elsewhere, maybe potentially later down the road. But for right now, that's what brought me here.
Okay. Nice. What does she do?
She's an accountant for Wesco.
Awesome. That's good. Does she
Yeah.
keep your finances in order?
Yeah, it tries to. Yeah. In a good way though. Like
Yeah.
like I need that. So but
Well, I'm the same, dude.
Yeah.
If I have money, I'm spending money. That's all there
Yeah.
is to it. I'm buying stuff.
yeah. It's mostly just stuff like this. Like I'll go to the store, like buy water, like, you know, a coffee, but it's like, you know, you could shop smarter. Like you could buy all that stuff at the store and save some money. But I think it's mostly stuff like this for me that like I don't really think about. And then she's like, hey, you know, like you could be saving money if you do it another way.
Well, yeah, but you got to get that good water, man.
Yeah, true. Which is
that
funny
that-
because she actually drinks the same water. I'm like, well, you know, that's expensive.
That's way more expensive than like going to
Yeah.
Sam's Club buying their 40-pack. That's the
Yeah.
way to do it.
Yeah.
But that water is good. That's like probably my go-to. Chase Boyd turned me on though to the volcanic Hawaiian water, that brand. Have you had that? It's like
no.
I forget what it's called. It's a name I probably can't pronounce anyway, but it's in like a blue, like rectangular-ish bottle. It's like a oddly shaped bottle, kind of like Fiji water shape,
Yeah.
but it's this Hawaiian volcanic water. And I bet
pretty fire.
in a blind taste test, I don't think I could tell any of them apart. But when you're drinking it, it feels good. You're
Yeah, you
like,
feel
oh, this is
cooler.
good
Yeah.
stuff, dude. Like, is that alkaline water? That's like high pH or something.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do you get like into the science of that at all?
No, but like when I'm in like camp and stuff and I'm like slugging water all the time, I have this Brita filter that I just filter like my sink water through.
Yeah.
Because I'm so busy during that time. It's like I just need to get like water in a bottle, enough of it so I can
Yeah.
like walk around with it all day
Sure.
and not have to worry about it. So, but when I do that and it filters through the Brita, I can taste like it just tastes a little different than like if I'm just drinking like other waters or
Definitely.
you know what I'm saying?
Yep. I got a 0 water pitcher, so like the same idea as a Brita filter, and I've been like, I have this right now, like this water bottle. I've had a water bottle on me since we started that Fat Mactory channel. I don't know if you saw that we're like cutting weight.
I did see
with
that
the
in
fighter.
Miguel's podcast.
Yeah. So we're doing that, and like ever since we started that, I've been like a gallon of water a day. So the same deal as you. Like I just constantly have a water bottle filled up from there. Like I would be spending like $20 a day on water if I was drinking that stuff.
Right. Yeah, you just have to keep going.
Can't be doing that.
Yeah, that's why I do pretty good at. Becca got me like it's like a gallon though. So if I can fill it up for a gallon, and that thing's been nice because I can just walk around with that all day.
Oh,
I can
hell
fill
yeah.
it up however I want. I can put my electrolytes in it, however I want.
That's perfect.
So
How like drilled down into your diet do you get for a fight camp?
oh, dude, it's pretty good because it sucks. Like, I have to. I always know that there's like a marker I have to be by like a certain like number of weeks out, so it gets really strict. Like when I go to 35, it's tough.
What is your marker? Like, what are you looking for? Like, when you start fight week Monday, what do you want to weigh? If you're going to 35,
yeah, ideally I want to weigh like 150 max.
So 15 pounds is doable if starting Monday.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like
That's nuts.
I drink like so much water throughout the day. When you step on the scale, like
you're loaded.
yeah, you're super loaded. So like when you step on the scale to weigh in, like that's when you're like absolutely dehydrated. So you're cutting out like all that to put it back in, you know, like within a short period of time, so you blow back up nice. So like
right.
I cut 14 pounds the night before my last fight a couple weeks ago, but I blew back up super nice.
Dude, that's crazy to me.
From like the time that I walked into the gym on Thursday night to when I weighed in, I got 14 pounds off of me.
Dang.
But like obviously, like I said, like some of that's water.
Sure. It's
And
not
then-
like really losing 14 pounds.
Right.
Yeah, of course. So I need to get to 205 on December 16th, and I'm like 221 right now. I started at 241, so like I've lost 20 pounds.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
And how much time?
When did we start? Like October 24th or ish. Like yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, dude, I've been super strict. Like
That's
seriously,
pretty
I've been taking this seriously.
Yeah.
I don't know how seriously anybody else is, but
Hunter's taking the W on this one.
yeah.
Are you like craving anything really bad? Or?
Not really, dude. French fries, basically.
Yeah.
Potatoes in general, because I'm like full keto right now. Like a lot of water. I've cut out carbs and beer and all that stuff.
Did you like? Has your body like kind of adjusted?
Definitely.
And, like you feel good now.
Yeah, I feel great, dude. Like the craziest thing to me, which might sound weird, is like when I wake up, I'm ready to go. Like I'm not groggy in the morning. Like I'm turned into a morning person almost. Like I wake up just feeling good, which is different. Which could also be the beer, like cutting out beer, you know? Because I drank like beer. I like beer.
Dude, that's I went to college, played a sport. I was really close with all my friends there. We had a good team, but we drank so much. And like I think I got all that out of me when I was in college because like I would try to, and I'm not saying like I don't drink ever now, but like it's very, very like spaced out more so than when it was when I was like in college and stuff, where I'd be drinking like 3 or 4 times a week, and I'm like, now when I drink, like I don't feel good after.
Yeah,
I'm like, what's the point of that?
It is crazy when you cut it out how different it feels. Like I've noticed a huge difference, just feeling bloated and sluggish and things like that the next day. It's like, why do we do this to ourselves?
I know, but it's fun.
It's fun.
It's fun.
Exactly.
But it's like, I feel like we're doing more bad than good.
Oh, you definitely are. Like I don't think you'll find much research that says beer is great for you.
Yeah.
You know, nobody's on that beer diet.
I think all of its like advantages or good things about them are like socially.
Absolutely.
Like you loosen up, you have fun with your friends. Like
Absolutely.
that's about it.
I mean, on December 16th night, I'm probably having some beers.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Like after I weigh in, hit 205, and I'm going for championship weight, by the way. Like
Really?
205 or under. I'm not doing 206.
Yeah. No extras given.
No. So this is encouraging though, because now I'm wondering how I should do the week of. I'm not gonna like let up. If I can get to like 210 the week of, that's my goal. Like I don't want to have to lose a ton.
Yeah, there's some guys that I've helped. Like they came into the gym not knowing anything, and they were like saw that I was like one of the fighters in there, so they asked for some advice, and they've been coming to practice for a while now, and they're actually gonna have their first amateur fight for Maidman this weekend.
Nice.
So I'm like kind of helping them through their whole first process of their weight cut. So it's actually funny you asked me that because I was telling them like they're within probably 8 pounds right now, which is like that's money. Like if you're like within 10 pounds of on Monday and you weigh in on Friday or Saturday morning for them because they have same day weigh-ins.
Sure.
But
which is nuts, by the way.
I'll never do it again. But yeah, so if you can get within 8 pounds, you're good.
Nice. That's my goal now.
Yeah.
Be 213 on fight week and then just cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll be good. I'm going to go to the LA Fitness, I think, get in the sauna. Just
I like
day
the
of
bath.
sauna. Oh, a bath.
Yeah, I do
Epsom
the bath.
salt bath, like a hot, salty
The
bath.
salt doesn't do anything extra.
Oh,
for me.
really?
No, it's just the hot water.
Huh.
So I sit. That's how I got all the weight off me. It's like I like the saunas, but it gets my lungs too hot, and it feels like everything's too hot
Feels like
around
death.
me. Yeah,
Yeah.
I just don't feel good. Whereas like if I'm sitting in the bath, it kind of just feels like I'm just really hot in like a hot tub or something.
Would a hot tub work?
Yeah, hot tub would work.
Okay. Maybe
Yeah.
I'll locate a hot tub.
Yeah, you got to be careful in the hot tub though because you're fully submerged in a hot tub, and like your body will get really weak.
Yeah,
Whereas,
you
like,
get so dehydrated, you
yeah.
just pass out.
Or if you're in a bath, like half of you is kind of sticking out, but it's so hot in there anyway,
Right.
and it's like steaming.
Okay.
So there's like a little science to that.
Dude, I love how like detailed you're getting about it. So you
Yeah.
take that very seriously, obviously.
Yeah, because you have to. Because if you don't, you can really fuck yourself up.
Yeah.
And like
How many-
dangerously. Like the
How
last.
many times have we seen it? Yeah.
Yeah, like the last fluid to like get back into you fully is your brain fluid. So
Oof.
if you're dehydrating yourself to the point where like your face is like really sucked in, like you need a very good rehydration protocol, and you need enough time. So like these same day weigh-ins are like actually very dangerous because we all know people are cutting weight anyway.
Right.
In the States, like, well, if we just do same day weigh-ins, they'll be fine and they'll be safer, but that's not. It's actually less safe.
It seems way more dangerous to me. I don't understand how anybody. What's the theory that that's safer, that you're going to cut less because you got to compete that night, or what?
Probably. I mean, that would be.
That's
my
crazy
guess.
though, because you know how fighters are.
Yeah.
They're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Like they're just going to cut massive weight and then
Yeah.
be susceptible to knockouts.
Well, boxing like kind of does follow that because like if you box a lot, you do weigh in the same day and you really can't cut that much weight. But boxers also fight more often than MMA guys. So
And also have more weight classes.
yeah,
So there's that.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm very glad that PA does day before weigh-ins. Even though, on the promotion side, that means we have to pay for hotels and stuff. It's not awesome, but it's
I fought
great.
for Art of War in Pennsylvania, and they did day of weigh-ins
Really?
in Philly.
Huh. I wonder what that is. I wonder if we
Yeah.
can choose to do day of... Honestly, man, I don't know. Like, I've never been... Since I've been involved with 247, we've never done same day. Nor would I want to. Like, that's...
No.
It just seems terrible.
Well, like schedule-wise, like you just are busy all day, and you have to still fight that night.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't get that. But let's talk about your last fight, because last time we talked, it was just coming up.
Yeah.
Now you fought, came out with the dub. How did that fight go? Like, what was the experience like for you with Stellar fights? It was with Stellar, right?
Yeah, it was a Stellar. It was good. I like Stellar. They're cool promotion. Brad Dalton, the promoter, has like a pretty good relationship with my coach at home, Coach Rob,
Nice.
Bowerhouse. So, I was getting so fed up with not finding fights, and because I text you all the time trying to find fights.
Side note, real quick, I like the way you do that. Like, it's nice when a fighter is constantly sending names and like looking, because matchmaking, obviously, Jim and Danny Palm do an excellent job matchmaking for us. But when you're matching like 20 different people at the start of a card, it's hard to just focus on one guy. So like when you've got the fighters sending you like, hey, these people might make sense. Lucas Siebert does a really good job of this too.
Yeah.
Dude, makes our life so much easier.
Yeah, and I'm not sending you like bums I want to beat up. Like I'm
Exactly,
just sending you like,
yeah.
hey, this probably will make sense.
Might make sense. Yeah.
Like they have enough fights to do advanced amateurs, so that will make sense. So those are the people I'm sending you, and Rob was trying to do the same thing for me with the promotions that he knows, and I was just having a very hard time finding fights. So then I found the one before we did the podcast in August, and then that kid pulled out the day before weigh-ins.
Oh, that was terrible. I watched your YouTube video.
Yeah, that was absolutely ridiculous. He basically just texted me and said, "Man, like fucking sorry, I wasn't training enough. Like, then don't take the fight,
dude. Unreal.
Yeah. So, but then I was just like, Rob, please find me something for November 5th
Mhm.
because if that doesn't happen, like I don't even know if I'll fight this year. So
Right.
he found me a guy that one of my teammates had fought. His name was Scott Suter. He's a little older, but like tough as nails. Like
Yeah.
likes to fight. So I'm like, okay, well, he'll probably show up. And
Sure enough.
yep, that's how that happened.
Nice. Were you surprised by anything from him in the like? Were you able to even scout him?
Yeah, I scouted him, or not scouted, but like I watched a lot of video on him, and but there really wasn't a whole lot of video to watch on him. But basically, the only thing that I took away from me watching him was that he was orthodox.
Okay.
And then the second we start fighting, he's a southpaw.
Switch
so
southpaw.
I'm like, okay. Yeah.
The one thing I thought I had is wrong.
Yeah.
So who cornered you in that? Is it Bowerhouse or does Stout go with you? Like, what is your official affiliation?
So I'm just split between Bowerhouse and Stout.
Okay.
So I'm affiliated with both of them. Like if you go to my Tapology, I'm half Bowerhouse, half Stout right now.
Gotcha.
So but my Bowerhouse guys cornered me because
Well, it's closer to them,
Yeah.
first of all. Yeah.
it's like 6 hours from here to
Yeah,
Delaware.
yeah.
So and I like Rob in the corner. That's all I know. So I want Rob there every time.
Nice.
If he can be for sure. But I like Mike too. And Mike's fought before at a high level too.
Definitely.
So I want to definitely maybe try to get him in the corner too at some point if he's down for that.
How did you land on Stout in Pittsburgh? Being out near Moon, what was appealing about Stout?
I went to Lou Armazzani's in Ambridge. I liked him. Great jiu-jitsu school, like mat killers, dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
But they didn't do a whole lot of MMA. So I like being at MMA practice every night because like there's nothing that's gonna get you ready to fight than like doing MMA all the time. Of
course.
You know?
Makes perfect sense.
I'm a very firm believer of like you need to be doing MMA every night, and then if you wanna spend your extra time like learning more jiu-jitsu and like going to jiu-jitsu class,
Right.
like for me MMA practice like just isn't even negotiable. Like you got to be there every night. And I
Trumps all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you want to add on to everything else, your jiu-jitsu, your striking, your boxing, your whatever, your wrestling, go for it.
Nice.
You know.
I think obviously Stout's a great place to be for that. They've become like the hub of MMA. Your Saturday MMA practices in the Strip are like legendary now. Like
There's so many
everybody
high-level
comes
guys
in.
there.
Yeah. It's nuts, dude. When you guys post pictures from like a Saturday, it's like a who's who of Pittsburgh MMA is there.
Yeah, there's
just
Dalton Roster,
Yeah.
Popeye here and there.
unreal.
Like there's a bunch of high-level amateurs that are like about to turn pro. There's pros.
Yes.
like, there's
Stout
everyone.
has so many guys right now, man. Like our upcoming card here on December 17th. Check how many Stout guys we have, Danny. It's like 4 or 5. We have like 4
Really?
or 5 Stout guys on the card, which is nuts. Like and we have like 14 fights, which is maxed out in PA, which is good.
Really?
So we have a super full card. Dude, it's awesome. It's going to be a killer event. I wish we could have got you on it. I did ask, but you messed up your hands a little bit in that fight.
Yeah, they're still messed up. Like I can't even hit the bag hard really right now. I tried to spar once already, and it just like I don't even want to touch anything with my hands right now. So.
Are they broken or like?
No, I don't think they're broken. I think it's just I was turning my punches over a lot on him because he had like a really high guard, so I was trying to loop around his arms a lot, but I think I was cracking the top of his head and stuff with like my thumb getting jammed all the time. So
that sounds awful.
and I was doing it with both hands, so both of them are nice and banged up a little bit. So
yeah, I was surprised, man. I saw a clip of the fight like right after I saw a clip, and I thought you finished him, and then I saw the unanimous decision. I was like, dude, the guy must have been tough, man, to hang in there because you dropped him like good. I was like, oh man,
it's funny. I put that on Instagram like that night, and Becca's like, dude, they're gonna think you like knocked him out. Like, yeah, I'm like, it's just the highlight of the fight.
I
so
totally
wanted to
did.
put it on there,
I totally thought you knocked him out.
So I apologize to him. I thought I'd finished him. I did not.
False advertising from the Hounddog Hoagie.
Yeah, good marketing.
It was good. I was like, damn, Hogeback got that knockout.
Yeah.
Good job.
No. I apologize.
Dude, but kudos to him for surviving that, and
Yeah.
obviously because I mean it looked like the fight was a wrap from that for sure.
And I hit him a lot.
Yeah,
Like, I that was very clean and like right on the button. But I feel like I hit him harder in other points. But like he just took it.
yeah. And that
So-
fight was at 140 catch weight.
Yeah.
Okay. What like when you go pro? I assume you want to be 135.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah.
145.
They're big.
Yeah, like I don't have the frame for that.
Yeah.
You know, like I see Alan blue, and I'm like, dude, there's no way.
Not built like you. Yeah, I was talking to Miguel about that on the podcast. I don't know if you listened to the whole thing or not, but he was saying the same. Like when he goes pro, he has to be 35.
Yeah.
And then you get around like a John DeJesus, like a real pro 145, and you're like, yeah, I see what you mean. Like,
Yeah.
they're just, you have to at that level.
Yeah.
Like even Kama at 55, like when you're around him, it's like, okay, he's bigger than like the
Huge.
amateur 55ers for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, and my buddy at home, Luke Staley, he's a 145er, but he's like he's solid though. You know, like he's very strong at that weight. He uses his body well, and he's like he gets in on you, throws hard shots. That's how he likes to fight. But he's just like he's still like bigger than me though.
Sure.
You know, like I might be a little taller, but he's still like he's denser than me. Like he just has that frame.
Yep.
You know,
there are some gigantic 35ers too. I don't know if you remember the guy that Cam Allgaier fought, that Hunter Starner that won the belt.
Yeah, did he go pro?
Yeah, I think he's 2-0 now as a pro, dude. He's super good.
Yeah.
Out of Virginia. Shout out Renegade Combat Sports. You guys rule. We yeah, they're good people. I hope we get to work with them again in the future for sure. Hunter's a killer, man. Like 2-0 pro, and like you're around this guy, and he seems like he could be 45, 55. Like he's just shredded, just yoked. And it's like, how do you make 35? I'm sure you see people like that too. Like, how are you possibly making weight?
Yeah, like I feel like everyone's been saying it, but dude, like Alex Pereira, like
that doesn't make any sense.
40 pounds back on.
That doesn't make any sense. He's the new like Rumble Johnson. Remember when Rumble would fight 170? R.I.P. That's really sad.
I think some of that might be from that. Like,
who knows?
You can't take that much weight off your body,
killing your body
that often.
Yeah,
because
he would like I heard Rumble would walk at like 230, 240, and get down to 170. Like, are you kidding me? That doesn't even make sense.
That's like you're dying.
Yeah. Do you think you could ever make 25?
No, but I've thought about it. Like if I think I might be able to, and I just
you don't see it.
No way. When I'm sitting there in the bath, like I can't. I don't think I can get one more pound off, let alone go to 25. So.
When you get in the bath, like. Your whole camp leading up, are you dieting super strict as well? Okay, so like you're pretty light at that point already for your body.
Yeah,
yeah. Okay.
I'm walking around like 49, 150.
Gotcha. What does your diet look like throughout camp?
Well, I have a meal prep company. Shout out to Longevity Life. They're cool guys. They literally deliver your food to your front door every Thursday or Friday. So there's my meal prep guys, and I just was able to like input all their nutritional facts into like a barcode or whatever.
So you track okay,
it's super easy.
Nice.
But a lot of the weight's taken off your shoulders with that meal prep company, because I'm always like thinking about like, well, like what can I cook, what should I cook, and that's just like
really cool.
Yeah,
that seems nice. I always hear about fighters doing that. Like I love to cook. So my wife, like we've talked about doing HelloFresh or something like that before, but I like to cook so much that I don't want to be like told this is what you're doing. Like I don't want to follow a recipe every night. But for a fighter, that makes perfect sense. Like you've got, is it just like is it pre-packaged and then you just microwave it or what?
Yeah, it's pre-packaged and you get to pick from like 20 different meals that they have.
Oh, that's wild. Oh, so you pick the meals that they deliver. They don't just send you whatever.
Yeah.
Dang.
So I got like a lot of steak, so I do their steak and bacon like ranch bowl. It's got some rice in it.
That sounds awesome.
It's like really, it's all good carbs. Like
I could
good
destroy
proteins.
that right now.
Yeah, it's good. And then they have like a bunch of different good stuff.
Nice. How'd you get hooked up with them?
I was at like a trade show for my job, and I was like, there was nothing to do, so I was like wandering off talking to all these like fitness people, or like there's a bunch of CBD companies there, and I just like started talking to them like on my own behalf, and I was like, yeah, I'm like a MMA fighter, like I'm always looking for like a good meal prep company, and they were like all about it.
Nice.
So.
Is it a sponsorship or are you paying that? You're just using them?
No, it's a sponsorship for now.
Right on.
I think they're kind of like numbers driven.
Sure.
So I don't know like how long I can just be like a sponsored fighter for them, which I completely get.
Yeah. It's a business.
Yeah. So, but yeah, for right now, they're my sponsor and they're cool. I like them a lot.
Where are they out of?
Pittsburgh.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, that's
Longevity Life.
Yeah, I think that's why they can deliver just everywhere in Pittsburgh, because I think they're only in Pittsburgh.
Might need to talk to them.
Yeah. Hit him up. Tell him I sent you.
Dude,
I think Miguel uses them too.
Really? Nice. I've honestly been trying to lock down something like this for a long time, but it's hard because like you just said, they're numbers driven, they're a business too. So like what we would obviously be looking for is a sponsor. Like they would sponsor us, but then that doesn't make a ton of sense for them to just give us free food or pay us to be like, we just have to make it make sense for both sides. But I think there's definitely something there. Like the meal prep is one thing, but then I was also talking like that immortal diet optimization, getting some kind of like rehydration thing going on for our fighters. So like at weigh-ins, you weigh in and then you get a drink to rehydrate, like a good electrolyte, nice scientifically balanced drink. Because that's super important. Like you were saying earlier, dude, rehydration is so key. And apparently you can overhydrate as well, which is crazy. I never even knew about that.
Yeah, it's like I learned most of it from Coach Rob, and he always puts this mix together. It's like half Pedialyte. I just do half Pedialyte, half water. He does something else because but I'm like allergic to something he uses. I'm like allergic to coconuts. So
is it like coconut water then or something?
I don't know. I have no clue, but I'm just gonna do Pedialyte water. So that's what I do.
Okay.
And then you just sip it. You sip it because your initial you want to just be like boom, like
yeah, of course.
same little thing, but your body
will reject that.
Will 100% reject that.
Yeah.
And then you have to make sure that you're, putting like baby food back in you first, so that your body knows like okay,
literal
you're
baby
eating
food.
Again. Yes.
Dude.
So
Nice.
like you're eating again. So you have to actually wait a little bit till you can eat like solid foods because your body will just not want it.
Eject it.
Yep.
Diarrhea.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That's a good time.
Yep. Yeah. Then you got to fight in like a couple hours.
What's the best baby food? Are you a Gerber guy?
Yeah. I just whatever looks like not disgusting.
Dude, it all looks disgusting to me. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I honestly never heard the baby food thing. That's new to me.
Yeah.
What's like? Do you have a go-to baby food flavor?
Like strawberry banana because it tastes like the most normal.
Nice. That sounds disgusting to me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be doing that on December 16th,
Yeah.
I don't think. But I will be careful now.
Yeah.
What do you eat the week of? So I'm just going to have you help me out here while we're here. The week of, let's say I weigh 215 on Monday. I got to get to 205 on Saturday. What's your roadmap for me?
Sorry, say those numbers again.
I start at 215 on Monday, and I
Okay.
got to get to 205 on Saturday.
Okay. Well, 215 on Monday. You should have 2 gallons of water in you on Monday. And this is just how my body works. So, and then you do 2 gallons Monday, 2 gallons Tuesday, 1.5 gallons Wednesday, 1 gallon Thursday, nothing Friday when you weigh in.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. So your weight's gonna drop just by incrementally taking that water away.
Okay.
And then your meals should be eaten before you work out or do your workout for the day. And nothing when you go to bed. So like when you work out and you're done working out, you don't get any more food that
Nothing
night.
else, yeah.
Yeah. Wake up, have like a little breakfast. Like obviously you're not eating carbs already, so you're in a good spot. So just like I don't know, a couple eggs.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Nice.
And then just Friday you just don't eat anything. And if you need to get some more water out of you, just do one of those methods that will work for your body.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
If you like the sauna, do the sauna.
So Monday through Thursday, I can still eat normally, like same stuff I've been eating.
Yeah, I think that's one of the, places where people mess up is they'll like completely quit eating, and you can't do
you're
that.
Just dead when you show up.
Yeah, because now your body hasn't had any nutrients in it for a couple days, and that's not where you want to be either. That's like where you see. I think that's where you see a lot of guys gas out in the first couple minutes.
Yep.
Because they literally don't have any fuel in their car.
Right. That's a good way to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
So I love how like dialed into this you are, man. It's really impressive, especially for an amateur fighter to take it this seriously, which just kind of leads me to something I want to talk about. You want to go pro, obviously. When are you looking to go pro, and like what's your time frame looking like?
Coach Rob wants me to do one more, which I'm cool with, but I want it to be soon because I want to go pro soon.
Are you 3-2, 4-1? 3-1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've just had an advanced amateur fight, so I knocked that out. But yeah, for me, I just want to go pro like ASAP and with it, when it makes sense. Like I'm also one of those people that's not going to take a dumb fight for me.
Sure.
So it's got to make sense. But if I can do it under the pro rules, then let's go.
Mm-hmm. What do you look for in an opponent? Because you're a pretty well-rounded guy. I don't even know, like, what do you consider your bread and butter? Because when I watch you, it's just like you're good everywhere. Like I really don't know what I would call your specialty per se.
I think I used to like grappling, but I, like
Mhm.
looking back, like wasn't even that like skilled of a grappler yet. So
Mm-hmm.
and I'm definitely like still not as skilled as like other people are grappling, but I think I just do well being like just being good at MMA.
Yeah.
You know, like I look at the sport, I feel like I use the cage well. I use my footwork to not be like stuck on the fence very well. I think stuff like that, like little intangibles of MMA, is like what I'm good at.
Sure. When you turn pro, what do you think is going to change for you in terms of training or how you're marketing yourself or whatever? Like, are you going to turn pro and like that becomes your life?
Not probably not right away, just because it won't be like financially like
Sure.
feasible to do
Mm-hmm.
that yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I will definitely make sure that I'm like putting myself out there even more,
Right.
um, in the right way, and I definitely will just. I mean, I train like pretty hard as it is already, and like pretty on a good schedule. So
Mhm.
I don't think that'll change much, but just continuing to get better.
Sure. I appreciate, man, like your YouTube channel, your Instagram game. It's very clear that you take it seriously and you're trying to market yourself in very smart ways. What has the YouTube channel been like for you? Because I hear some other guys dabbling with that idea, but you don't see a lot of fighters and again, especially amateurs going for that. What made you think I need a YouTube channel?
Well, it can knock two birds out with one stone, right? Because you can eventually make money with it, so that can be a source of income. But I think like a lot of the younger generation like uses YouTube like they use Instagram. They'll literally just sit
Right.
there and scroll through
Right.
YouTube, like
Definitely.
because like I think our parents and like when I grew up, like we watched a lot of TV. I don't think kids really watch TV. I think they look at a lot of YouTube stuff. So that was my thought also. Like there's just a lot of eyeballs on YouTube, and I can make like stuff that I want to make. Like I want to vlog a day, which I'm going to today, because I
Right on.
thought it would be a good opportunity. Like I'm doing a podcast today, so
For sure.
but I just like doing stuff like that.
Yeah,
So,
it's
fun.
clear you have fun with it. Like the
Yeah.
videos are really good, really well done, nice editing and stuff. I like the behind the scenes stuff has always interested me, and I don't know if that's just like personal bias or whatever, but I think everybody likes that. Like
That's always interested me. Like
right.
I was always like a big equipment guy. Like
Mhm.
I was like, oh dude, like when I played hockey, like I would just sit there on the internet, look at equipment like all day.
So
And
you want to know like what
yeah.
everybody's using and
Yeah.
what they're doing? Yeah.
So I would like look at like videos of like equipment managers, like the day in their life. I
That's
just always
hilarious.
thought that stuff was super cool. And there's really not a whole lot of it on like MMA.
Yeah.
But I think what's his face from Anatomy of a Fighter does a really good job.
Will Harris.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he'll like
he's
show
so
the guys
good.
like getting their gear from the UFC.
He's so
like,
good, dude.
I like that stuff.
Yeah, me too. I'm a nerd for that.
Yeah.
I would love, let this be a plug for anybody interested. I want like a 247 fighting championships embedded on fight week. Like just one or two videos behind the scenes stuff, like get it out there, throw it on stream 247 live, which by the way, I guess we'll just say it on the air, but like I want to talk to you about that as well. Like if you want to get your videos on our platform, you can make some money there too. So
Yeah,
let's
that'd be
talk
cool.
about that. Yeah, because Lucas Siebert was talking about doing a YouTube channel as well, and that's something I pitched to him. I think it could make sense for a fighter like host your videos with us on 247 Live. We got a Roku app now. We got Apple TV, iPhone, and iPad app. Like you can watch it wherever you are. You can watch it, but then like people got to sign up to watch it, so it supports you a little bit as well. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it could be cool,
that'd be sweet.
especially once we get you a fight, bruh.
I know. next year, my goal is to fight for you guys like multiple times.
Nice. Well, we definitely hope to make that goal reality. We actually don't have like an early 2023 Pittsburgh date yet, but keep April in mind for sure. That's locked in. We're good for April.
April?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll get it done.
I think
you might be a pro by then.
Yeah, maybe, possibly, which would be even cooler. Cause
Yeah, that would be sick.
I would sell a lot of tickets to that fight. 'Cause there's a
Definitely.
lot of people around here that
Waiting.
I'm like, have family, like
Yep.
friends I went to college with, like.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That would be sick. So we'd be honored to do that, man. For now, just keep chugging along. Heal up your hands, bro. That's. I mean, I'm sure you're not too concerned about it if you don't think they're broken, didn't get an X-ray or anything. But like one thing I hate to see are these guys who break their hands and then are just never the same. Like they
Yeah.
just keep breaking their hands every time they fight.
You know, it's not like they're actually like giving me trouble. It's that they're just like, it's just annoying. I can't do shit yet. So
Mhm.
it's more of that. But yeah, I started training kind of hard like a week ago, and I was like, I can't, like I got to pull back a little bit for a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
because I want to be healthy like when the calendar turns over and I can go at it all next year.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I take these couple weeks to just chill.
Right on. And especially around the holidays, that's good. You know, you get to spend time with your family and eat and be happy.
That's why I like fighting in November, because you get to
get it out of the way.
Get it out of the way.
Yep.
Thanksgiving, Christmas, have fun, chill.
For
and
sure.
I'm going to the Ravens-Steeler game on New Year's Eve in Baltimore.
Right on. And you're a Ravens fan, which, you know.
Yeah.
You might have to leave. Actually, we need to round this up.
Yeah,
anyway.
I heard the time's cutting.
Yeah, our producers got Danny Palm got a run on us, so we had to cut this one a little short. But thanks for coming in, man. I definitely appreciate it. I hope you like the studio, and like you're always welcome here or in our cage, man. Let's make it happen for sure.
It's sweet, dude. I would like to come back whenever you guys would like to have me.
Yeah,
I like it in here.
Right on, dude. Well, thanks for stopping out. Follow Anthony. Go ahead and shout out your Instagram exactly for people to follow your YouTube.
Yeah, it's Hounddog Hoagie on there. Anything I put on YouTube or anywhere really, I just put it up on there too, because that's where I have the most followers and stuff. So I'll put it up on there, and hopefully my fight video will be out like within the next couple days. I'll put it up on there.
Nice.
So
it's exciting. And then maybe catch him on Stream 247 Live soon as well.
And when I stream on Warzone every day on my YouTube too.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
nice.
I play with Tim Welch and Sugar Sean.
Nice. Dude, Tim Welch is so cool. I met him one time in Arizona when I was with Flow Combat. We were doing a road trip series, and we went to the lab and hung out with Tim a little bit. He's such a cool dude.
Yeah, he's just super nice.
He really
treats
is.
everyone the same.
Yep. He's a
good
badass too, man.
Yeah, good black belt.
Yeah, very, very talented. And Sugar Sean, obviously. Everybody knows about him. All right. Hounddog Hoagie's up next. Go follow him, guys. Support Anthony. Support local MMA. Thanks for stopping in, brother. Appreciate it.